My friends, every journey begins in the dark. In that silence, before the world wakes up, when it's just you and your thoughts. It's there, in the quiet moments of struggle, that greatness is born. Every journey begins in the dark. Maybe you've failed. Maybe the world told you you're not enough and decent. But listen, every champion you admire once stood where you stand today. Doubt, fear, uncertainty. They felt it all and still chose to rise. Every champion once stood where you stand today. Success doesn't arrive as a miracle. It grows quietly with discipline. It's built by showing up when no one's watching, when the lights are off, when applause is gone. That's when character forms. Show up when no one's watching. You see, our struggles aren't punishments. They're teachers. They sharpen us, shape us, shape us. Life will test your patience, your faith, your courage. But each time you fall and rise again, you rewrite your destiny. The world doesn't remember those who quit halfway. It remembers those who refused to stop. A fall 7 times, rise 8. Remember the people who believed in you when you had nothing. Remember why you started. That reason, that fire, is stronger than any fear. When you fight for something bigger than yourself, the impossible becomes possible. Your reason is stronger than your fear. So today, take that first step again. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because success is not luck, it's a decision. And when you decide to keep going, the world opens its doors. A success is a decision. Every day, you get one choice, to stay the same, or to grow. Growth doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers when your alarm rings and you want to stay in bed. It whispers when you're tired, when nobody's clapping. That whisper says, keep going. A growth whispers, keep going. You won't always see the results right away. Seeds take time to grow. But those who keep watering their dream, even when it rains, they see the harvest. Consistency is not glamorous, but it's the secret that separates the ordinary from the unstoppable. A consistency equals power. Let me tell you something. Failure is not the end. It's the instruction. It teaches you what doesn't work, so you can find what does. Every rejection is redirection. Every pain, a preparation. You are not broken, you are being built. A failure is instruction, not destruction. When the world doubts you, smile. Because doubt is proof that you're trying something great. No one criticizes the one who does nothing. Critics speak only when you move forward. So move. Keep moving. Keep rising. A doubt is proof of progress. A discipline builds destiny. A keep climbing. Yes, you can. Pain has a purpose. It wakes us up. It shakes us from comfort. Pain doesn't come to break you. It comes to build you. Every tear you've cried has watered the seed of your strength. A pain builds strength. A pain builds strength. When you fall, don't stare at the ground. Look at the sky. Because the sky is still yours. You may be down, but you're not done. Every comeback begins with one decision. To stand again, down is not done. Success is not built on luck. It's built on hours no one sees. On sweat that never gets applause. On faith when no one believes in you. The unseen effort. That's where champions are made. Champions work in silence. Some of you are carrying more than anyone knows. Responsibility, pain, memories. But remember, strong souls are forged in fire. The greater the struggle, the greater the purpose waiting for you. Forged in fire. Don't run from your pain. Run with it. Use it. Turn it into fuel. Every no they said, every you count you heard. Burn it into power. Let your pain become your weapon. Turn pain into power. The moment you stop running from your pain, you start rising. Because pain was never your enemy. It was your training. Stand tall. You've earned this rise. You've earned this rise. And let me tell you something that I've learned through every failure, every doubt, and every dark night of my life. You don't rise because life is easy. You rise because you refuse to stay on the ground. Every person who ever achieved something extraordinary was once ordinary. The only difference was their mindset, the way they looked at struggle, pain, and rejection. See, most people run away from challenges. They fear discomfort. But the truth is, every moment of pain is a lesson. Every struggle is a teacher. When you face resistance, you are growing stronger, not weaker. Just like a muscle, your spirit grows under pressure. When I look back at my journey, I remember those who said I couldn't do it. They said, "You're not strong enough. You're not qualified. You don't belong here." And for a moment, I believed them. But then something inside me whispered, "Prove them wrong." Not with anger, not with ego, but with excellence. Every time you show up when you don't feel like it, every time you keep working when nobody notices, you are building a foundation no one can shake. You are silently preparing for your victory. The real battle isn't out there. The real battle is inside. The voice that says, "Stop." The whisper that says, "You're tired." That's the voice you've got to silence. Because once you defeat that inner voice, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that can stand in your way. So when they say, "You can't," smile and say, "Watch me." When they doubt your dream, remember, their limitation is not your destiny. You have power, purpose, and potential far greater than your fears. And one day, they will look at you and say, "How did you do it?" And you will say, "Because I refuse to quit." And my friends, you don't have to be perfect to begin. You just have to begin. Every step you take forward, even when it's small, moves you closer to greatness. And when you fall, don't curse the fall. Thank it, because it taught you how to rise again. Victory doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the prepared. Ones who stayed when everyone else left. The ones who believed when everyone else doubted. The ones who said, "I will not stop until I make it." That's the victory mindset. That's how you become unstoppable. So, wherever you are right now, stand tall. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I am not finished yet. My story is still being written. My time is still coming." There comes a point in every journey when the climb feels endless, when your hands shake, when your heart says, "I can't go on." That's the moment that defines you. It's easy to be confident at the start, when dreams are new and the path is clear. But the true test comes in silence, when no one is cheering, when progress is invisible, when it's just you and the grind. I've seen people walk away inches from victory. I've seen dreams die because someone listened to fear one more time. Don't be that person. Every great story you admire was written in pain. Every hero you celebrate once fell to their knees, but they rose again. Not because they were stronger, but because they believed their mission was bigger than their misery. Your struggle is not a sign of failure. It's proof that you are in the fight. And you'll smile, not with anger, but with peace, because you'll know that every tear, every hour, every sleepless night was worth it. The world doesn't remember the ones who gave up. It remembers the ones who stood up again and again until the world could no longer ignore them. That's legacy. So stand firm. If life pushes you down, get up twice. If you fall 7 times, rise 8. The universe rewards persistence more than perfection. And one day, you'll look back and realize something beautiful. The moment you thought was breaking you was actually building you. The darkness you feared was preparing you to shine. Visuals, dawn light through clouds, right arrow crowd, cheering, right arrow, slow motion clap. So when the world asks, "Who are you?" say it with pride. I am a fighter. I am a believer. I am not done yet. Because the fire inside me burns brighter than any storm outside me. I don't fear. I learn from it. I don't fear failure. I rise through it. And when my time comes, I want the world to say not that I was perfect, but that I was faithful, that I never stopped trying, that I kept walking even when my legs were weak. That's the true definition of a victorious life. So, if you're listening to this today, take a deep breath and repeat after me. I am not quitting. I am becoming. I am becoming the person I was meant to be. Keep rising, keep moving, keep believing, because your story is not over. It's just getting started. There's one thing that separates winners from quitters. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's belief. Belief in yourself when no one else does. You see, the world is full of people who gave up on their dreams because they lost belief. But the great ones, they kept going even when everything was falling apart. When doors closed, they built their own doors. You must protect your belief, guard it, feed it, because belief is the seed from which greatness grows. And we all go through pain. Pain is not the enemy, it's a messenger. It whispers there's more inside you. When you hurt, you heal stronger. Don't run from your pain. Learn from it. Let it refine you, not define you. The same fire that melts wax can harden steel. So decide what you want to be. Scar is proof that you didn't quit. Every tear is a reminder that you cared enough to try. There will be seasons when life breaks you, when the weight feels too heavy to carry. And you'll wonder if you'll ever smile again. But listen to me, you will. Because everything that's meant to destroy you can actually develop you. The same storm that uproots trees also strengthens roots. Or rebuilding yourself doesn't mean becoming who you were. It means becoming stronger than you ever imagined. Or when you start again, don't start from zero. Start from experience. Start from wisdom. Start from fire. Fire. Someday, your name will be spoken by someone you've never met, and they'll say, because of that person, I didn't give up. That's legacy. Legacy isn't about fame. It's about impact, about leaving people better than you found them. It's about using your struggle to light someone else's path. So keep going, not for applause, but for the people who will one day draw strength from your story. You are the proof that courage still exists. That faith still matters, that even in a broken world, hope can still rise. There comes a moment when your strength ends, and something greater begins. That faith is what makes you take the next step, even when you can't see the ground. Every time I faced uncertainty, I learned one thing. Fear and faith cannot live in the same heart. When you feed fear, faith dies. But when you feed faith, fear runs. So feed your faith. Believe in the unseen. Walk toward your purpose even when the path is dark. Because sometimes God hides your destination to test your dedication. It's not just about winning. It's about becoming. Becoming the kind of person who keeps moving forward when fear screams stop. That's where miracles happen. That's where history remembers your name. So, the next time doubt whispers in your ear, look it in the eye and say, my faith is stronger than your fear. One day, someone will stand where you stand now, facing the same doubts, the same battles. They will look for a voice, a sign, a reason to keep going. And your story will be that reason. You're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for every person who will come after you. You're paving a road that didn't exist before. That's what leaders do. They suffer, they rise, and they open doors for others. Don't underestimate the ripple of your courage. One act of persistence can ignite 1,000 hearts. One story of faith can change a generation. You may not see the impact today, but you're creating tomorrow. So rise, not for likes, not for applause. Rise because your life is a message. After all the battles, all the losses, all the lonely nights, there comes a sunrise. A moment where everything you fought for finally makes sense. You'll stand on the summit. Not because you never fell, but because you never stayed down. You'll realize that pain was never your punishment. It was your preparation. Every no was making room for a better yes. Every closed door was guiding you to the right one. Look around you. Every sunrise, every heartbeat, every chance to begin again. That's grace. You've already won because you didn't quit. So stand tall. Look back at how far you've come and whisper to yourself, I made it. Or this was not just a journey of victory. It was a journey of faith, resilience, and rebirth. My name is not important. Your name, your story, your fire, that's what matters. Keep the faith, keep the fight, keep the vision alive, because the world is waiting for the light only you can give. And when the next generation looks back, may they say of us, they didn't just dream, they built. Our dreams are beautiful things, but dreams without discipline are only fantasies. You can have vision, passion, talent, but if you don't have consistency, you'll lose it all. Greatness doesn't come from what you do once in a while. It comes from what you do every single day. Your discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the difference between wishful thinking and powerful living. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards action. I've seen people with less talent outrun the gifted because they refused to stop. Discipline turns the ordinary into the unstoppable. You see, success isn't glamorous. It's waking up before dawn. It's doing the work when you don't feel like it. It's saying no to comfort and yes to purpose. And most people want results without the grind, applause without the process, and growth without discomfort. But that's not how the world works. A discipline is painful, but regret hurts more. You can suffer the pain of hard work now, or suffer the pain of failure later. The choice is yours. A purpose is what gives your discipline direction. Without purpose, you'll be busy but not productive. You'll move fast, but you won't go far. Purpose turns effort into destiny. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Who are you doing it for? Because when the reason is strong, the routine becomes easy. There will be days when motivation disappears. On those days, let your purpose push you. Let your discipline drive you. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that never dies. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. One focused hour every day can change your entire life in a year. And when you live with discipline, you stop chasing feelings. You start chasing purpose. You learn to do what's right, not what's easy. You stop being controlled by moods and start being led by mission. And that's when the real transformation begins. That's when the world starts to notice your power. So, if you're tired, keep going. If you're scared, keep going. If it's hard, keep going. Because one day you'll wake up and realize the struggle was worth it. A discipline is not punishment. It's training. It's your soul preparing for greatness. The truth is, success doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. One choice, one step, one sacrifice at a time. And those who stay consistent eventually become legends. Sometimes life doesn't break you because you're weak. It breaks you because it's preparing you for something greater. Every heartbreak, every sleepless night was never a punishment. It was preparation. And you see, faith is not believing that everything will be easy. Faith is believing that no matter how hard it gets, you're still going to rise. I've met people who lost everything, money, friends, hope, but they refused to lose faith. And somehow they built again, stronger, wiser, unstoppable. Now that's what faith does. It turns your breaking point into your breakthrough. When you walk by faith, you stop waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. You become the light. Don't be afraid of failure. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. The only real failure is giving up. When life knocks you down, it's testing how bad you want it. You can cry, you can scream, but don't quit, because the same storm that breaks others builds the strong, and the fight within you is greater than the pressure outside you. The voice that says keep going, that's your destiny calling. When nobody believes in you, believe in yourself. When no one claps, clap for yourself. Because self-belief is the seed of every miracle. A faith isn't about waiting for signs. It's about becoming one. When you choose to fight back, to believe again, to rebuild again, that's when your story changes. Every successful soul you admire today once stood where you are. Tired, scared, uncertain, but they kept moving. A life will break you. But if you have faith, discipline, and purpose, life will also make you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Don't wait for the world to believe in you. Show them why they should. Even in your darkest hour, remember this. You've already survived 100% of your worst days. You're still standing. And that means you're not done yet. This is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of your rise. Keep your faith strong. Keep your fight alive. Keep your spirit unbreakable. Oh, one day, someone will tell your story. They'll say you faced storms that would have broken anyone else, but you didn't fall. You rose. They'll say you fought battles no one saw, and you won wars no one believed you could. Because you refused to give up. Every legend, every icon, every leader you admire started just like you, with nothing but a dream and the courage to chase it. They didn't wait for approval. They didn't wait for support. They created their own destiny. The truth is, nobody is born great. Greatness is a decision. And every day you choose discipline over doubt, faith over fear, effort over excuses. You're writing your name in history. The time for waiting is over. The time for doubting is done. The world won't remember your excuses. It will remember your impact. So stand tall, speak truth, dream bigger than your limits. The question is not, can you become great? The question is, will you choose to? Your time is now. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. Because somewhere, a little girl is learning from you. Someone somewhere is believing again because you didn't give up. That is legacy. You are not just living your life, you are shaping generations after you. And when they ask who you were, let them say, you were the one who believed. You were the one who built. You were the one who never quit. That's how legends are made. Not by chance, but by choice. So rise. Rise for every time you fell. Rise for every voice that said you can't. Rise for every dream that deserves to live. Because you are not done yet. One last time, say it to yourself. I am not my past. I am not my pain. I am unstoppable. On day, the noise will fade. The lights, the applause, the crowd. All of it. And what will remain is what you gave, are the lives you touched. The hearts you lifted, the hope you left behind. A legacy isn't about trophies or titles. It's about leaving fingerprints of kindness on the soul of humanity. Every time you help someone rise, every time you choose honesty over greed, every time you love when it's easier to hate, you build a legacy that time can't erase. Don't just chase success, chase significance. Because the world doesn't need more powerful people. It needs more purposeful people. Ask yourself, what will they remember when I'm gone? Did I inspire hope or fear? Did I build bridges or walls? You don't need fame to be unforgettable. You just need faith, courage, and heart. All the greatest stories ever told were written by ordinary people who decided to do something extraordinary. They had no guarantees, no spotlight, just purpose. And purpose is the fire that turns struggle into strength. So even when you feel small, remember, even a single candle can light 1,000. You are that candle. Someday they'll tell your story. Not because you were perfect, but because you refused to stop trying. Your pain will become their lesson. Your faith will become their hope. And your name will live beyond time. So build your legacy, not in stone, but in hearts. Because empires fall, but inspiration lasts forever. This is your moment to plant the seeds of greatness, even if you never see the tree grow. Because what you build today will shape the world tomorrow. This world doesn't need another celebrity. It needs you, your faith, your compassion, your courage. Be the light, be the voice, be the reason someone still believes in humanity. And when your time here is done, may they say you lived with purpose. Because legends aren't remembered by what they took. They're remembered by what they gave. This is not just your story, it's your legacy. There will come a day when you'll wake up tired, when your dreams feel too heavy to carry, and when the world feels louder than your faith. And you'll ask yourself, is it even worth it anymore? And that moment defines you, because that's the day most people quit. That's the day the weak stop walking, but the strong, they stand. They whisper to themselves, not today, not like this. See, the fire inside you, it doesn't die when life hurts you. It dies when you stop believing in yourself. You were born with greatness already inside you. Pain just came to wake it up. You think God forgot you? No, He's shaping you. The struggle isn't rejection, it's direction. It's direction. Every delay was design. The pain you're feeling right now, it's not your enemy. It's your fuel. Because diamonds don't shine until they've been crushed by pressure. And you are becoming a diamond. When the world says you can't, let your silence roar. Watch me. When they say it's impossible, let your work make them regret their words. Because impossible is just an opinion. You have survived too much to stop now. You have cried too long to quit now. Every scar you carry is proof that you're stronger than what tried to destroy you. And I know what it's like to be tired, to fight battles in silence. To keep smiling while breaking inside. But I also know this. Inside every broken person lives a warrior waiting to rise. The pain will end, the storm will pass, but the strength it gave you will last forever. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to light up rooms, to inspire generations, to rebuild the world that broke you. And one day, when people ask, "How did you do it?" you'll simply say, "I didn't quit." Every pain you survived became someone else's hope. Every tear you shed became someone else's strength. But that's the magic of purpose. It turns your wounds into wings. And if you're listening right now, I want you to remember this. You are stronger than you think. You are closer than you know. And you are exactly who the world needs right now. Don't dim your light just because it scares the dark. Shine anyway. Because someone, somewhere, is still alive because you kept going. So keep fighting, keep believing, keep walking, even when you can't see the road. Because sometimes walking by faith is the only way to reach the light. You will win. Not because life is fair, but because your heart is fierce. The fire that never dies is inside you. This is Shaheen Digital Studio, and this is not the end, it's the beginning of a new fire.